The story begins by showing a bald and strong man named Bradley, who works as a car mechanic. Like every day, Bradley arrives at the garage with a broken-down car. But upon reaching there, he sees that the garage owner is impatiently waiting for him, which surprises him a little. Then the owner calls him into his office. Hearing this, Bradley understands that he is about to be fired. And that is exactly what happens. The owner tells him that the garage is going through a financial crisis, so he is forced to let some workers go. But this was just an excuse because Bradley is a bit of a tough guy, and the owner wanted to remove him to hire someone who would be a yes man, flatterer. Since Bradley was a tough man, he didn't argue with the owner. He went to the locker room, took his things, got into his car, and quietly left for home. And yes, friends, this is where the downfall of Bradley's life begins, which continues with him straight to the end of the story and ends with him. Anyway, Bradley stops his car in front of his house and sees his wife, Lauren, sitting in her car talking to someone on the phone. Bradley gets suspicious of her, so to find out the truth, he stares at her for a while. When he becomes sure, he immediately goes to Lauren and asks her to open the car door. His wife says, "You came home from work very early today." Just then, Bradley sees the mark of someone's lips on her neck and tells Lauren, "Give me your phone." But Lauren refuses to give him the phone, upon which Bradley snatches the phone from her, and his suspicion turns out to be correct. She was talking to another man on the phone. Bradley angrily tells Lauren to go inside the house. Lauren says, "Listen to me." He says, "I said go inside the house." Then Lauren quietly goes inside. Now, just a while ago he was fired from his job, and now his wife's affair, he was extremely frustrated, so he started taking out all his anger on Lauren's car. How? You can see for yourself. Yes, he was so angry that he didn't even realize when his hands got badly injured. After this, he calms himself down, goes inside the house, and asks his wife how long she has been with the other man. Lauren tells him everything, that her affair has been going on for the last 3 months. Actually, Bradley's wife had an abortion a few days ago, which made her sad, and Bradley was often busy with his work. Because of this, Lauren felt lonely and very depressed at home, and to fill this void, she had to take the support of another man. Hearing her words, Bradley realizes that he should have given time to Lauren, and he apologizes to her for this. He says that from today and right now, they will start a new life together. Lauren agrees. After this, Bradley tells Lauren that he has been fired from his job, and from now on, he will work for a man named Gil, who is a drug lord. Hearing Gil's name, Lauren clearly refuses, saying he won't work with Gil, and reminds him, "You said yourself you would never work with Gil." Bradley says, "Yes, but in these conditions, we cannot live like a happy family. Money is needed to run a family, and currently, I have no other option." He also tells Lauren that he will do this work with full caution. After this, the story moves 18 months forward. Bradley's job is to find a drug courier in an apartment who delivers packets to all drug dealers. After meeting that dealer, Bradley gives him his goods. After finishing the work, he returns home. Now, Bradley's life has completely changed because he is earning a lot of money from this work. Now he lives in a big house, owns 2 or 3 luxury cars, and in a few days, Lauren is going to give birth to a child, which will increase their happiness. But as they say, friends, the consequence of a wrong deed is always wrong. Anyway, Bradley brings Lauren to the bedroom. But just as they get a chance to talk, Bradley gets a call from Gil, who calls him to his house immediately. Bradley takes his car and leaves to meet Gil. It is clear from Lauren's face that she is not at all happy with Bradley's work. Shortly after, Bradley reaches the place with his car, and here we meet the drug mafia boss Gil, for whom Bradley works. After meeting, they discuss business. Gil says he has a friend named Elazar who has a big reach in Mexico. He needs a crucial job done. A while later, Elazar arrives with his 2 men, Roman and Pedro. Then Elazar tells Bradley that he has to do an important job for him, and in this job, his men Roman and Pedro will accompany him. But Bradley clearly refuses to work with him because one of his men, Roman, seemed like a heavy drug addict to him. He feared that Roman would work without thinking and carelessly, which could lead them into the hands of the police. Elazar defends both his men, saying they are his most promising men, but Bradley still refuses. Gil talks to Bradley alone and explains that this job could prove very profitable for them. Gil also promises that when Bradley's child is born, he will get 3 months of leave. After thinking a bit, Bradley agrees and tells Eleazar that he will take full responsibility for this job. And during the work, both his men must obey him. Eleazar agrees. Then Bradley takes a small test of Roman and asks him, "Roman, if I say throw the goods away, what will you do?" Roman replies, "I will throw them." And with this, a deal is struck between them. After this, the three reach a harbor at night. But before boarding the ship, Roman starts doing things his own way. Before Bradley could get angry, Pedro tells Roman, "Roman, we have an agreement. We have to listen to Bradley." Then Bradley drives the boat himself, reaches the location, looks around carefully and stops the boat. After this, Pedro wears a diving suit, goes into the water, and brings out a box from below. Guess what must be in that box? I'll tell you, there is nothing in that box but drugs, worth $3 million that were hidden there. Then they take all the packets out and throw the box into the water and return to the harbor. But on the way, Bradley suddenly throws his packet into the water and tells the other two to do the same. But Roman and Pedro ignore his warning and instead beat up Bradley. Bradley keeps his anger in control and lets them go, moving towards the boat himself. Just as the two move a little forward, the police suddenly surround them, and heavy firing starts from both sides. Bradley didn't want to get caught, so he thinks of leaving quietly, but then he hears the voices of policemen asking for help. Bradley uses his brain. He decides to help the police by pretending to be a common man so the police won't suspect him. Then Bradley goes from behind and shoots Pedro first and then Roman too. But unfortunately, the police arrest him. After this, he is brought in for interrogation. A detective named Watkins asks him about the drugs and what he was doing there, etc. Bradley tries to mislead him, but the detective suspects that Bradley is a clever man, though he finds no solid evidence against him. However, because he killed 2 people, he gets trapped. Before his court appearance, he is allowed to meet his wife one last time. Bradley tells Lauren to take care of herself and their unborn child. Bradley had earned enough money from illegal works that his wife and child could live a good life comfortably. Then Bradley is sentenced to 7 years for murder and possession of illegal weapons and is sent to a prison named Franklin Arians. Upon reaching there, he is told to remove all his valuable items. Even his wedding ring is removed. After this, his health test is taken. After the test, he is sent to an upper cell with an old prisoner named Lefty. There, Bradley and Lefty meet the prison management officer, Andre. Andre explains the prison rules to Bradley. One of the rules was that whenever the bell rings, he must immediately come out of his cell for roll call. After this, Bradley is put in his cell. Going inside, he starts cursing himself for working with Eleazar. Then, due to exhaustion, he falls into a deep sleep. When it is time for roll call, all the other prisoners come out of their cells and stand. But Bradley is still sleeping like a log. Because of this, all the prisoners have to stay hungry. And when Bradley comes out after a long time, Andre gets furious at him and says, "I explained the rules to you, didn't I?" Andre gives him a final warning that from now on he must stay in, discipline and follow all prison rules. After this, the scene shifts to his wife, who is sleeping at home when she realizes someone has entered her house. Lauren immediately takes out a gun from the drawer. Whoever these people were, they had perhaps come with the intention of kidnapping her. Suddenly, Lauren is attacked with a taser gun, and she faints and falls to the ground. The scene shifts back to Bradley. Lefty tells him that someone has come to meet him. When Bradley reaches there, he meets a female doctor named Denise. Denise tells him that she received a call from Dr. Placid, who is his wife's doctor. Denise tells him that Dr. Placid said there are many complications in Lauren's pregnancy and he wants to meet Bradley tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Hearing this, Bradley is a little surprised because Lauren never told him about any doctor named Placid. Anyway, the next day he meets Dr. Placid, but Bradley didn't know him at all because, in reality, he is not Lauren's doctor, but Eleazar's man pretending to be a doctor. Then he reveals that due to the failure of the previous transaction, his boss Eleazar lost $3 million, which is roughly 27 crore rupees. Eleazar suffered this much loss. After this, Dr. Placid shows him a photo of Lauren, whom they have kidnapped. Dr. Placid continues, "Eleazar is very angry with you, and he will kill your wife and unborn child, but on one condition he will not do so." Finally, a deal is made between them. Bradley is told that he has to kill a man who has been sentenced to life imprisonment. And that man is locked in Block 99 of Redleaf Prison, and his name is Christopher. Dr. Placid tells Bradley that if he goes to Block 99 of Redleaf Prison and kills the man named Christopher, Eleazar will forgive him, and both his wife and child will be released. Hearing this, Bradley becomes completely desperate. He doesn't understand whether he should do this or not. After this, Andre is taking him back to his cell when suddenly Bradley takes off his shoes, attacks Andre, and starts beating him. Bradley is doing all this intentionally so that he gets transferred to Redleaf Prison. Andre also gets angry at his behavior and starts hitting Bradley with his baton. In the end, Bradley beats Andre and breaks one of his arms. Then, hearing Andre scream, other guards arrive and handcuff Bradley, taking him to a lower cell. But Bradley had to reach Redleaf Prison, so he starts fighting again and beats up those 3 guards as well. Seeing Bradley's behavior, a guard starts giving him electric shocks with a taser gun. This is where his plan works. Considering him a dangerous prisoner, he is transferred to Redleaf Prison. When he reaches Redleaf, he meets the prison's sadistic warden Tuggs and his 4 men. Tuggs tells him, "You made the biggest mistake by coming here. Redleaf Prison is very strict, the security is very tight, and you will get hell-like facilities here." After this, Bradley is taken for a checkup. After the checkup is complete, instead of Block 99, he is put in Block 59. Bradley is shocked to see the cell. He remembers Tuggs's words that he would get hell-like facilities. He sees that his cell is lying very dirty because the previous prisoner had pooped in the cell and left it. The smell was unbearable, but Bradley was ready to endure all this for his family. He quietly took off his vest, covered his nose with it, and went to sleep. Sometime later, a guard knocked on his cell door, and he was allowed to go out for 60 minutes to get fresh air. Coming out, Bradley starts looking for Christopher. Just then, a man comes to him named Derek. Bradley asks Derek, "Do you know Christopher?" Hearing this, Derek clearly says that there is not a single prisoner named Christopher in Redleaf Prison. Hearing this, Bradley is shocked. Then Bradley thinks of going to a group of prisoners who are exercising in front. But Derek forbids him from going to them because they are all psychos. But Bradley still goes to them, after which those prisoners get angry at Bradley. Bradley also starts provoking them to fight, and here too Bradley starts fighting with them. He was doing all this intentionally, so that he would be considered a dangerous prisoner and put in Block 99 where he could finish Christopher and save his family. Just then, a guard fires a warning shot in the air to stop their fight. Hearing the firing, guards reach there, but Bradley created chaos again and beat up the guards instead. Finally, Tuggs reaches there and tells the guard to cover Bradley's face. Then, covering his face, he is put straight into Block 99, which is an underground cell. That is a dungeon. Then, taking Bradley there, to subdue him first, he is made to wear a remote-controlled electronic shield belt and thrown into his cell, where pieces of glass were scattered all around. Then Tuggs subdues him by giving him electric shocks via the remote. The scene shifts once again to Lauren, where she has been kept kidnapped. Her condition has become quite bad, and there we also see Dr. Placid taking pictures of her. There is also a Korean abortion specialist with him, which clearly tells us that they are going to abort Lauren's baby. The scene shifts back to Bradley, who is lying subdued and unconscious in his cell due to electric shocks. When he regains consciousness, he starts shouting Christopher's name loudly. Just then, the prisoner in the cell next to him tells him that there is no prisoner named Christopher present in Block 99. Hearing this, Bradley is shocked. Just then, some guards come there hearing his voice, bring him out of the cell and start giving him electric shocks. After this, one of the guards tells Bradley that Christopher wants to meet him. After which he is taken to Christopher's cell, and here the big revelation of the story happens, seeing which Bradley is very shocked. Actually, it was not Christopher there, but Eleazar and the same psycho prisoner whom Bradley had beaten a while ago. In reality, Christopher was just a trick by Eleazar to somehow bring Bradley to Block 99 by deceit and take revenge on him. Because Eleazar had lost $3 million due to Bradley, and also because Bradley got caught, Eleazar was also caught. On top of that, Bradley killed Pedro, who was his sister's husband. So now he wants to take revenge on Bradley. He had also bribed those guards to be on his side. After this, Bradley is continuously given electric shocks and subdued. Then Eleazar shows him the picture of his wife sent by Dr. Placid. Eleazar tells him that now neither he nor his family will survive. After this, he is badly beaten and dragged back into his cell. The remote for that electronic shield is with Eleazar, who keeps torturing Bradley by giving him continuous electric shocks. Bradley has become exhausted and desperate, as all his efforts to save his family have failed. He seeks refuge in the adjacent cell and hallucinates that he can shield himself from shocking cellmates by wearing his shoes. However, guards revisit and lead him to the same cell. There, Bradley convinces the guards he is shocked and asks to go to the fresh air room. However, they lock him back in as he continues to exaggerate his shock. In the face of their uncertainty, the guards attempt to start shocking him again, but realize the shoe shield is inoperable. Bradley, pretending to be shocked, attacks the guards. He even kills one, only to be scared and concerned when another guard recognizes the Grim Reaper. Bradley snatches the keys from the guard and locks Eleazar in a different cell. Ultimately, facing Eleazar, Bradley brutally assaults and kills two of the crazies while grappling with the remaining prisoner. His legs are broken and he reaches an agreement with Eleazar, who halts Lauren's abortion. After finding his wife and child, Gil calls the phones to comfort them as he seeks help in taking Lauren to safety. Dr. Placid reveals plans to eliminate Gil using a sniper rifle. However, when they escape, he shoots Dr. Placid, killing him. Bradley grabs the sniper rifle and seeks shelter in his cell as Tuggs arrives to kill him, but Bradley manages to block the shot. Ultimately, Tuggs shoots Bradley in the head, concluding his tragic story. Hope so you liked the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.